Activation code required. Access granted. Warning. Evacuation sequence activated.
We're back. Welcome to the bunker.
Good evening, welcome to the S-4 Bunker, coming to you live right here in the Cascade Mountains in Concrete, Washington, where it's actually pretty warm.
I like how you forgot where we're from.
That's
awesome.
It's warm for Thanksgiving tomorrow. Turkey Revenge Day. Yeah, that's what we'll call it from now on. Turkey Revenge Day. Because turkey, you eat turkeys and they put you to fucking sleep.
We got a huge warm front that came in that was just unbelievable.
And it's unbelievable that our river is only at 16 feet.
Yesterday, Eric, we were driving through Burlington.
Uh-huh.
It was 64 degrees.
Seriously?
Yes.
Where was that? I was in Burlington too. Yeah. It's fucking warm.
Yeah.
It's not winter. It's spring. That's it. We just bypassed winter and went right into spring. So we can start planting now.
That's not good.
Oh. So, happy Thanksgiving to our listeners. I hope you enjoy your feast day and watch the Macy's Day Parade. I do, traditionally. And I think I'm going to watch it live tomorrow. I'll get up at 5 o'clock in the morning just to watch it live on TV. Yeah. Anyway, how's everyone doing?
Doing great.
Doing good.
Excellent. So we're starting a new feature on the show. I'm going to pass it over to Cole here. And it's going to be a normal feature for the show starting tonight.
Maybe, if it goes well.
Yep, go ahead.
We'll see how this goes.
New feature.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, friends. So,
Reddit.
I'm always going through the internet, searching around, finding different things, and I came across something on Reddit.
You haven't reached the end of the internet yet?
Hell no.
Okay.
Friend, that thing's almost infinite already. So, this new thing, it's not new. It's been around for quite a while. It is a subreddit called Am I the Asshole? It's where the actual description for it is a catharsis for the frustrated moral philosopher in all of us and a place to finally find out if you were wrong in an argument. So,
translation? I did something fucking stupid. I feel guilty for it. And, should I be guilty or am I an asshole?
No, some people are looking for validation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because some of them aren't wrong
Yeah.
in these.
Right.
Some of them are really wrong and they still want validation.
But they're still feeling guilty.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Now, this one is titled, Am I the Asshole for Telling My Sister-in-Law That Her House is Haunted?
Huh.
29 female. My sister-in-law, 42 female, inherited her dad's old farmhouse back some years ago after his passing, and for the past month she has been renovating the place. She asked for me and my husband's help as her husband has a bad back and can't do much. So my husband, myself, and our 3 kids have been staying at this house with her for the past couple of weeks. The house isn't in bad shape or anything, and most of the issues we are running into is plumbing or cosmetic. The frame, walls, and roof are solid, which is impressive considering the age and how long it has been in the family, built in the late 1800s.
Damn.
I do want to point out that I am in no way paranormally inclined. I can't see things or anything like that, but I can sense shit. Ew. So basically, your average person...
Your nose is probably good at that one.
I'm not afraid of it, but something is definitely off about this house, beyond your expected old house sounds. like lights turning on and off by themselves, doors opening and closing, or leaving something somewhere and it being in a completely different spot when you go back to get it. Like yesterday, I put the hammer on the windowsill and went to grab the paint scraper by the door, and when I turned back around, the hammer was on top of the ladder behind me, which I wasn't near. Or my favorite, it's irritating, I have opened a canned soda twice, taken one sip of it, when I get back to the soda, it's gone. And no, my kids aren't in the same rooms with me when this stuff's happening. I'm all alone when it does. But last night was weird. I woke up several times to the sensation of being shaken, and the last 2 times I could vividly hear the hey close to my ear. My husband and kids were all sleeping, so this morning over coffee I made some backhanded comment of your house is haunted, and sister-in-law freaks out. Tells me to shut up, that I'm an asshole for putting that in her head. I didn't even tell her what happened, but now she doesn't want to go back in her house and has been working on the yard. She says I completely ruined her idea of this house and should have kept my mouth shut. Am I the asshole?
Okay, no.
No.
Fear factoring.
Absolutely fucking not. Because the sister already fucking knew it was haunted to begin with, and she just validated it in her mind.
The granddad
That's
just
all that was.
I do want to point one thing out, and this is the first comment that was given.
Okay.
You don't get to say, I'm not paranormally inclined, just a normal person, and then ascribe literally everything you encounter in your life to ghosts. That's not how it works.
Well, no. If I understood her story correct, she only encountered that while they're doing the renovations, correct?
It's not the first time it's happened. She's been able to sense shit all her life.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then
She just can't see a ghost.
That was stupid on her part. But, no, okay. First, say, oh my God. She tell her sister, oh my fucking God, it's haunted, you gotta move, it's a demon. And then, let me know the address so I can buy the place. And the S-4 Bunker can have our very own first fucking haunted tours in an 1800s house.
Let's go.
I'm down with that.
I would be fine with a ghost living up in my house.
But no, she's not the asshole.
That would be cool.
You don't think so?
No. I say her sister already knew, her sister-in-law, whatever, already knew it was fucking haunted to begin with, just by that reaction.
Yeah, especially, just what I was going to say, Eric, especially with that kind of reaction, she had fear factor. She was already in fear factor mode.
Yep.
So it just basically, I agree with you in the sense that the sister already knew. She was already trying to talk herself out of it.
Yeah.
And she hit the fear factor when it was confirmed by somebody else.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but you gotta remember, she did say it as a backhanded comment.
Yeah, I get that.
That was done wrong. I would have sat down over coffee and said, look, your house is haunted. Here's what happened to me. Blah, blah, blah. Have you ever had any weird experiences in your home?
Yep.
That's how she should have handled that.
Yep.
So, yeah, she's kind of a bitch there.
Yeah, like, I would say she's the asshole for that, the way she did it.
The way she did it is...
And not explaining to the person that, hey, like, this is a possibility.
I'm gonna just say, though, any house that was built in the 1800s, for the most part, I would say probably is haunted.
Yeah.
And now, you're renovating? We all know that renovations to a fucking already haunted house just pisses off what's already there.
I had a house from 1919, a 1919 Craftsman. It had, my grandparents were in it, my step-grandmother's first husband was in it, and the woman who owned... Yeah, and the woman who owned the property before my grandparents owned it was in it. I mean, and some of her family was there. So, I mean, you just... I think it was a really pissy way to go about telling the sister. It was almost like rubbing her face in it.
Yeah.
But yet at the same time, informing the sister that she's got paranormal and this is what's going on. No, that's not going to be But how it was done, oh my God, yeah, I totally agree. That
Yeah.
was not cool, but sane. Kind of like the feeling I get from it is neener. That's what it reminds me of, is a neener type of situation.
Yeah.
The other thing to say is that minus the movement of objects, such as the hammer and that kind of thing, you got closing of doors. Hello, you've got an old house. Where's the freaking draft?
Lights
I
going
had-
on and off. It's because of faulty wiring.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
no,
there's also-
it could be,
Yeah.
but if they're doing renovations, they probably already redid the wiring. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
I am going to say, fuck
We
her.
had-
Open
we
can
had-
soda that has one sip taken out of it and then it's gone. That's a kid.
Yeah.
I have 4 of those. I know what
Or-
those little shits do.
Hey,
It's
I've never done
fairies.
that.
No, it's the Fae. They love soda.
we had
This
doors.
fucking kid.
We had doors open and close all the damn time in that house, and so you open a door in the basement. It was a completely finished. All 3 levels were completely finished. You open a door in the basement, and one of the doors on the main level of the house would open, and it's because there's a pull of air. That's what I learned about that house. So if you've got weird shit like that going on, you have to look at all aspects. So, but yeah, I mean, you got items
Or
moving.
stuff-
Like, that's a different ballgame altogether.
And stuff not being like, well, it was over here and then suddenly it's up here. Well, people forget stuff all the time. You go, you get busy doing something, you pick something up, you put it down, you go into another room or you go out of the house and then you come back and it's like, how did that get there? Because your brain is preoccupied with 1,000 other things and you forgot. So,
Okay, real quick. Paul needs the question repeated. So, in a nutshell.
Nope. Got it.
Okay.
And no, it won't do it. Hold on. Let's try there.
Oh, you're going to read the whole scenario again?
Delete that part. I'm not going to read it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
There's the scenario.
Hold on. We're not ready yet.
Okay. We're not
Yeah, but I
ready
don't
yet.
have enough room on this table.
3, 2, 1.
There.
Woo! There it is.
That is the entire thing.
Oh. So, and you know what? If Forest Boom Paranormal Emergency Response was still around, that would be the client that would call. Oh my God, I'm staying in a hotel. My house is haunted now, but we're terrified to go back.
I don't think she would.
Probably not.
Fran, I don't think she would call. Because number one, the sister-in-law seems absolutely terrified.
Yeah.
Fran, but here's the thing: I don't know for what reason.
What
They're
happened
renovating the house.
What happened to her?
I don't know if she wants to sell the house,
Right.
but she did just pay inheritance fees on it because this is in the States. So she paid 1/3 of its value. If
Something happened, though, for her to react that way. Something's happened to her
Yes,
that
that's-
she just kind of fucking blew up is her imagination.
Unless it's a money situation that she paid too much in inheritance fees because of the fact that if she would have known that beforehand,
She would have sold.
yeah,
all she would have to do is seen an episode of Ghost Hunters or whatever of those ghost chasing
Oh my
shows.
God. She would have called Zach Baggins.
Yeah, but that's her out. She has it like, oh, now I know how we can get out of it. We'll say there's ghosts.
yeah,
Yeah.
friend.
She could have made $500,000 on that fucking place because, well, Ghost Hunters would have bought it.
So they could set up all their stuff.
Mm-hmm. And make fake fucking rocks hit the door and shit like that.
Yep.
Why? All they'd have to do is open a soda, apparently.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All they'd have to do is open a soda, apparently.
Yeah.
And then one of her kids would come and drink it.
Just
Well, was
Or
the
the
kid
kids.
alive or?
kid just hiding in the corner, crawls out, drinks it, goes back.
Go away. I hate it when the fucking news
Probably a
pops
Japanese kid.
up.
Why'd you?
Sorry, because the grudge thing.
That's kind of racist.
Yeah, but they're creepy. I'm sorry.
It's,
I am much finer with a white kid than being dead and chasing me than an Asian kid.
Yeah, because you got the grudge.
Yeah, I'm sorry. They're creepier.
That-
The white kids, they walk slowly towards you.
Yeah.
And the Asian
You saw
kids,
them.
they crawl across the freaking ceiling.
with the FNAF movie, the white kids were just like,
Japanese people know how to scare the hell out of people.
Better than
Just saying.
Americans.
Friend,
Oh, shit.
I
All right, so do we like this new feature?
we're still waiting for Paula.
Yes.
She's typing. Friend, take your time, Paula. Friend. I don't like...
I'm watching her. She's just punching away at it. I don't know what's happening. But
Oh, don't punch the screen. That'll break it.
Right? Oh, God.
Yeah.
So,
I think they're both assholes in this situation.
Yeah, I agree.
All three are assholes, because I still think a kid drink the soda. That's kind of an asshole move.
one of the kid was like really thirsty. Don't
I
always,
would punch you in the mouth.
don't always blame the kid. Like, one of the kids was like over there working his butt off and dying of hydration.
Then get your own goddamn soda.
He just did.
No, he didn't. It was opened.
Yeah, but this is America. It's a free country. It's a free
Your
soda.
parents at the begin, if somebody's drank out of it, why the hell are you sharing something to drink? I mean,
Yeah.
seriously.
she shared it with a goat.
I didn't even do that with my kid when he was little. I was like, no way. That was how we stayed well.
My dad made that mistake once. So he was feeding this little toddler, like not even a toddler. The kid was like 2, maybe 1.5, and he's sitting there feeding him cheesies, like Cheez-Its. No, not Cheez-Its.
Feeding him Jesus? What?
oh no!
Cheetos, like the soft Cheetos.
Yeah.
Friend,
Yeah.
kid's got it all over his face. It looks fucking hilarious, right? Friend, dad's got a big cup of Sprite, and without even thinking, he goes to give the kid a little drink of it. Friend, he goes and brings the Sprite up to his mouth, and it is absolutely orange all inside.
Ooh, Cheetos backwash.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So that kid had a big cup of Sprite all to himself because dad wasn't touching that again.
Oh, yeah. That's my point. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, new. So, anyway,
So, Cole, what's your prediction for snow? February.
silence.
January.
Huh?
January. I'm gonna ask.
Are you asking now?
I'm gonna ask all higher powers
Okay.
that we get a small dusting Christmas Day
Okay.
that doesn't affect roads, just enough that you can see it outside.
No,
And say,
it needs to be.
look, Santa Claus brought your magic snow.
But
Yeah.
No, we need
I'm
to get.
also going to ask that from the 22nd to the 29th, 30th of December,
You don't have any snow in Canada?
90 degrees in Canada. That's all I'm asking for. Friend,
Oh my God. Go to fucking Alabama.
it's just a small wish. Like, come on.
No, I want to be like -50. Just 5 feet of snow everywhere.
You say negative 50?
Oh,
Yeah.
man,
Kill your mother?
Dude,
It needs to be cold.
negative 50, you're going to walk outside and your fucking nose is going to break off.
Yep.
You know, if we get below -18 while we're there,
You're going to kick his
I'm
ass?
kicking your ass outside.
Yep.
Wow.
And I'm going to say, go fucking play.
I'll just hang out in the garage like I do.
Build an igloo and come back in
You're
when
not allowed
the
in the
fucking
garage.
snow lights
Yeah.
come back off, go off.
Yeah. I'll just build an igloo.
And you are 15 now, you are definitely not allowed in the garage.
Why?
Because there's alcohol in the garage.
There is?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right,
Hey,
Paula
what was
says...
stopping him when he was 14? What was stopping him when he was 13?
He
What
was too
difference
dumb.
Hey,
Too dumb to actually realize there was booze in the fridge.
I'm not that dumb.
Well, Paula says, okay, they are both wrong. If the sister who tattled on the house knew her sister-in-law was super scared, she could have made a much funnier time if she'd let the sister-in-law find out it was haunted on her own. The sister-in-law who freaked out should have hugged her sister for alerting her, so she would know the truth. I would definitely want to know anything creepy about a place I lived. I have moved out of apartments after one day just for it having a gas furnace or because I saw a huge spider. Like, I do not do creepy at all. It could be the kids, though. When I was a teenager, I was reading the book about that real haunted house in Amityville, and my brother kept stealing a book and then having it mysteriously reappear on my bed after weeks had gone by. I vote yes to keep the new feature and can't wait to hear what Kayla will have to say. Laugh out loud, out loud, out loud, out loud, out loud.
Oh my God! This is the shit her and her brother do to each other. They're that.
Yeah, okay. Charlotte's Web, sure. Fucking James and the Giant Peach, sure. Amityville Horror, no, that was kind of out of taste there.
I don't think so.
No?
No.
Adds to the story.
Friend.
Look, if you read this book, weird shit happens to you.
Oh,
You
Paula.
haven't had books that people say,
If someone's reading a book and they really decide that they hate the book, I'm going to tell them go throw it in the river. And I'm going to go buy the exact same copy of that book, soak it in water, and then put it beside their bed. Damn right.
oh, God.
Oh,
Dear God. That's
I'm trying to remember which book. There's one book that, if you do read it, weird shit fucking happens to you. I can't fucking remember the goddamn name of the book. I've still got
The
it.
Cat in the Hat.
Yeah. my cats just grow hats if I read that one.
I feel like that's a little weird.
You were trying to rhyme that lifestyle
I was.
sentence, weren't you?
I was. It didn't rhyme too well. Oh, fuck it. I'm trying to remember the...
Now that was good.
yeah. Oh, the two of them. Oh my goodness, the stuff they've done to each other, and this is as adults. The stuff they do to each other, like planting stuff in each other's apartment. We got a notice from the city that the apartment had been condemned. I walked out one day to go get the mail when we were living in Everett, and I didn't notice it going out. I come back from the mail room, and there's this bright orange sticker slapped on the door, and it's a city sticker that says that this place has been condemned and you are evicted. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, why isn't this on everybody's door? Oh,
Yep.
wait, of course. And see, her autism doesn't know the difference, so then I did it to her, and I said, look, this is official. Somebody put this on our door. And she fell for it. So,
So, me and my brother have kind of the same relationship. We're just a little bit meaner.
yeah.
So, about 17 years ago now, we are at my grandparents' farm, and my Uncle Paul at that time owned it, and he had bought 50 head of buffalo. So, we are out by the field, and we're sitting up against the gate. And it's true cattle gate, so it's just large metal bars. And my brother is smoking a joint, and I am smoking a cigarette. And I spent half an hour convincing him that buffalo horns are warm. And he didn't believe me.
They're
and I
hand
said,
warmers?
I said, go ahead, touch one. Fred. So the thing is, when the few buffalo that were near us, they had their heads down. So in order to touch one, he would have had to reach his hand through the gate. I knew this, being sober.
You're an asshole.
Oh.
The thing is, when you reach for a buffalo horn and when you touch one, they are a little warm to the touch, but they also will rear their head really hard. Right before, as he was about to reach out, my Auntie Jackie came out and just started laying into him, just started screaming, "What the hell are you doing?" Friend, I almost had him. It would have been the greatest thing ever. Until I got in shit for breaking his arm, but it would have been awesome. So yeah, we kind of got the same thing. We're just a little bit meaner.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The meanest thing I ever did to my brother, well, other than like slamming his knee, I had a 4-poster bed that my grandparents had like given us, and I got into my room, so I got to use it. But I would do wrestling moves on him during the summertime when we were out of school, and I was slamming his leg like it was I was a wrestler, and he called Mom and was like, he's trying to break my leg like Mr. Wrestling too. So, but the best thing I ever did was working at Fox Sports. I'm airing professional sporting events, and they're all set up where they have commercial breaks at a certain time. So if there's a penalty or something happens, they'll go to commercial. Well, I know this. And I know they take commercial breaks when there's a foul after this point in a certain time place in a basketball game. And my brother, bless his heart, he's being nice to me. He buys me tickets to go see the Houston Rockets in Houston, and I forget the Portland Trailblazers of all teams. So, but I decided to start making bets with him because I knew when those commercial breaks would happen, I knew there'd be a stop in the action and it'd take like 2.5 minutes. And I said, well, I'm going to guess that after this next foul, it's going to be at least 3 minutes before the game starts again. And he's like, I'll take that bet. So you buy the beers. So, yeah, I did that to him for 3 quarters. Because every single time there'd be this little stoppage in play at a certain point of the time. So, yeah, I got really drunk that night. It was awesome.
So, look for Behold a Pale Horse by William Cooper.
No! You said weird shit will happen. Why do I want weird shit to happen to me?
Oh, I'm not talking about paranormal shit. I'm talking... You'll start being followed by fucking black Suburbans and shit. It's a weird book.
Why would I want that?
Paula, Rick, and me all need to tell our brothers to do that.
Uh-huh.
So we need to tell them that's a good book for them to read.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, guys?
Look, here, I'm going to do one better than that.
Rick went AFK, so did Nikki.
I'm here. That's a great way to get somebody paranoid.
Mm-hmm. And there's the book.
No, it says you're typing.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's probably just busy uploading into the chat.
No, now the typing went away and nothing happened.
Oh.
Friend, you're good at this.
Give it a minute.
Yeah, nothing showed up. Huh. Has it shown up on yours?
Yeah. But I can't open it.
You fuck, you're searching that shit on my internet.
Huh?
What the hell?
Like that's the worst thing that's ever happened in the search history on your internet.
Not with these kids.
Pornhub. Come on now. You
Wow.
think that you've got like teenagers that look at Pornhub. Do you look at Pornhub?
Eric, the shit they look at can't be found on.
Oh, I don't want to fucking know.
Wow. What? They don't have bestiality on Pornhub.
Oh.
I don't have siblings. So, in this lifetime anyway. I did in a number of other lifetimes, but not this lifetime.
You don't have what?
Siblings.
Oh. I thought you were commenting on the last thing we were talking about.
You. Love
That would have been weird.
Well, I do know that my mom would have had a boy if she did. So, would have had a brother. I knew that all my life, and I didn't understand why until I found out I think I was 32 when I found out what had happened with my mom. So, yeah.
So,
yeah.
we had a funny thing happen, actually, a few weeks ago.
What's that?
Friend, so John and me went to get his first learner's license. And
Yay. By the way, congratulations, John.
Thank
he
you.
applied for his ID, right? And on the whole questionnaire that they put up on the screen, she had asked if he wanted to be an organ donor. And he said, yeah, sure. So she didn't click that one. Instead, she clicked the one that said, are you a twin? And she clicked yes. And then it took her about 2 minutes to fix it. The thing is, John actually is a rainbow baby.
Yeah.
He is a twin. But he ate his twin.
For I'm superior.
Friend,
With fittest.
he went all Highlander in the womb. Friend.
Hey,
So
it's not my fault.
yeah, I think I told you guys that before. Like the whole story. Like Kayla, we found out we were pregnant, and then for I hate that. Actually, we found out Kayla was pregnant. I wasn't pregnant. I just looked like it.
That would have been weird.
Friend, she did all the work at the end there. Friend, but and then we found out she had miscarried, and so we went to the hospital for checkup right afterwards, and they found John. He was hiding.
Yeah.
Friend. See, even as like baby in the womb, you were still trying to get out of work.
Wow. Okay.
Oh. Yeah,
Friend.
well, it was warm and safe in there.
But it was just weird that she had automatically like clicked that, and it was true, but
Yeah.
in a way.
And he made the same joke, and I don't think she liked it.
No, she hated it.
No.
She was
She could,
absolutely upset with me.
you could see on her face she was not pleased, and then she kind of just quickly did everything else and then ushered us out.
I was okay with that.
Yeah.
Friend, it's my way of dealing with it still, because it still sucks. Friend,
Yeah.
but you didn't send me a PM. What are you talking about?
I did.
Huh?
What?
I did.
You did?
What's a PM?
A private message, John.
Oh.
We're old. We don't slide into your DMs.
That book was written in '91. Very interesting read. It's very conspiratorial from back then. And yeah,
You send me the fucking PDF.
yeah.
Now it's on my goddamn phone. You asshole.
Yeah. Now we're going to have even more
Yes,
people
Paula.
get on the line.
I would love to hear a book report. Absolutely.
I ain't reading it.
I would like to,
I ain't open that shit.
I would like to get out of the book report right now.
You're like that Nigerian prince. Just send me $20 and I'll send you $5,000. So, all right, let's get on to the actual topic for tonight. Rick, I lied. I absolutely lied, and I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm such a dick. I know.
What is the real topic?
I can't remember.
Thanksgiving?
No.
Oh, no?
We had come up with it last week. I forgot it, and I thought it was Thanksgiving. I was wrong.
Hang on.
What is it?
Our favorite
Got
things?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of what?
Yes.
Like favorite things in the world?
Yeah. What the fuck?
I like
Oh,
beer.
Thank-
That's
Hey,
pretty good.
I like beer.
What's that, Nikki?
Our favorite things, holiday version.
Yeah.
No paranormal.
No, fuck that. We're doing paranormal
Let's
show.
add the paranormal in. Like,
We're a paranormal show. Come on.
That's what you guys said last week.
I know.
it's got to equal both. If you're going to add the paranormal in, though, it's still got to be holiday.
It's gotta be.
Krampus. I love Krampus. Anyway.
You.
Yeah.
I told you, bestiality you can't find on Pornhub.
He's not a beast.
You go to beasthub.com.
Oh, I bet you if you get Krampus in the bedroom, he's a beast.
He talks. He speaks English. And German and Australian and
Oh, John.
No.
What?
Is he?
What was the question?
Is Krampus a beast in the bedroom?
Oh, wow. No. No. I don't know how to get out of that.
No?
I'm not gonna. I don't know.
Is that what you told him too?
Wow.
John, how did you get that one?
How does it feel to be the only teenager on the show?
It's weird.
You're just you're our token teen. So yeah.
Yeah.
You better not be token.
I'm your view into the youngin's lives.
Oh.
Just an aside about this whole teenager thing. You know, back in the day, I had to go actively look for my dad's porn stash. You know, I had to find the Playboys and
That's a skill
whatever
issue.
else. He had 16 millimeter film. I had to find all those things by digging around in the closet. Today, kids can log online by themselves, and Pornhub is right there.
Back in what day? Was that in?
Yeah.
Is that?
I think he's lying because I don't believe they had
I think
moving pictures when you guys were teenagers.
No, they didn't.
I think you guys had to look for the. Did you have to look for the stone tablets in the?
I had very boring Christian parents that didn't drink, didn't smoke. I know they didn't have fucking porn. Well, wait. I don't think they had porn. I never found it. I had to find my own goddamn porn.
Friend.
That's where the hobo's for, down the street.
I learned about sex from the cows.
20 years from now, your parents are going to pass away. You're going to find this diary that explains to you how they were swingers and
Yeah.
Oh my God, no.
You're just going to find some secret stash in the walls. It's just going to be like one of the most, like just the most disgusting stuff.
No, because we moved to that house when I was 17. I'd have to go back to Big Lake and look at those fucking walls. And I don't think those people appreciate me breaking into their house and saying, "This is my house. I grew up here. I have to tear some walls apart."
Hey, then you'd just be like Peter Griffin.
Oh, no, wait. I'll just tell them it's haunted. And they'll fucking leave automatically.
Yeah.
Go.
Oh, good God. What paranormal topic first interested you, and what age were you?
That's easy.
That's for everyone on the panel. I got to think about that for a second.
Yeah.
You're all going to answer wrong.
Huh?
Well, no, Nikki might not. The rest of you will answer wrong.
So...
Because Nikki had weird experiences from the beginning. So hers might be different. The rest of us, it was magic.
No.
And your
first one interest was Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, all of those.
Oh, yeah.
All magical creatures.
Okay, yeah. If you put
I don't count that as, because that was a.
Fuck you! I just made it paranormal and holiday.
Okay,
Shut up.
that's fine. That's fine.
I win.
Santa Claus was yeah. Santa Claus would be the first one.
And I was 8 months.
In that, I don't know.
Actually, if you include the Easter Bunny, I was.
I just found out literally a week ago that I never trick-or-treated as a child. I think I was 3 when they actually, because I have 2 pictures of me in Halloween costumes, and there's at least 2 or 3, maybe 4. After that, I didn't go trick-or-treating. Because I don't remember trick-or-treating. And Mom verified the other day that, they never did take me trick-or-treating.
Damn.
Yeah.
I sure as hell did.
Well, you probably, Eric, you probably got caught up in the whole razor blade thing in the apples or whatever. Or
I don't, to be honest, I don't remember that either. That would have been early 70s.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
The only thing...
wrong area, though, Rick. You got to remember, they lived in Big Lake.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I was outside of Houston. So.
But to be honest with you, I remember a haunted house at the Big Lake Elementary School. I remember going to the fire station for trick-or-treating. And that's all I remember. As far as the question, Paula, I'd have to say again, being raised Christian, very, very devoutly Christian, my paranormal interests were my own. In that anytime I brought in, even today. So last night I brought up aliens and that we have alien technology. And my mom was just whatever. I mean, even today they doubt the existence of aliens.
Well, yeah, but you got to give a little leeway there.
Yeah, they're a different generation.
Like,
no.
Think of how much they are expected to change their points of view on absolutely everything in this world right now, friend.
Yeah.
And with that one,
my point with that is growing up. If she believes in aliens today or not, I don't care. They're both in their 80s. I get that. You're not going to fucking Dad always wanted to listen to the show, but Mom wouldn't let him. Now, when it comes to, and that's why I say my belief in paranormal was my own, because I couldn't talk about it. I had nobody to talk about it with. I think my first interest was actually witches. And I wasn't scared of witches. So, one of our friends that lived around the Big Lake Boulevard, her son sold firewood. And one of the houses that opened their door were in robes and had candles and chanting music, and he screamed, dropped the wood, and ran. And his mom with her raspy Janet from what's that sitcom? Janet.
Oh, Three's Company.
No, I think it's Friends.
No, Janet.
Janice.
Oh.
Yeah, that fucking crazy voice. Oh my God, that was Patsy. But she fucking told her kid that, oh my God, you're lucky they didn't sacrifice you. And yeah, that was the perception of witches back in the 70s, and still kind of today. But I heard witches, and I'm like, oh, seriously? Where are they? I want to go visit. I mean, so my interest in paranormal would have started with witches. My other big one, I think, was UFOs, because I remember watching, as 7 or 8 years old, a black and white UFO documentary. And that always fascinated me.
Yeah.
If we're going that route, mine was witches too.
Was it?
For one reason. Merlin.
Okay.
My first interaction was the Sword and the Stone.
Right.
Friend.
Because I remember so Merlin was a wizard, but Morgana was a witch.
Yeah, but that bitch was stupid. I hated her.
Yeah.
Friend, she was ugly, she was mean, and she was just a jackass, and she turned into a dragon. Not cool.
Right.
It's kind of cool.
No. She was a fat dragon. Not cool. Friend, what happened to your... Do those light up?
Yeah.
Oh, you're plugging it in.
Yeah, I can plug it in.
Christ.
I'm all fancy now. I'd say mine would honestly be Ghosts. Would be my first, because...
Well, no, that was...
Because I got really into Five Nights at Freddy's as a kid.
Oh, God.
And I'm still kind of really into it.
Did you see the new movie?
Yes. I saw it on the day it came out.
Okay.
And the whole backstory is a guy killing a bunch of kids and then stuffing them in suits and their ghosts possessing it, so...
I gotta say you're wrong.
How?
That's not why.
What else?
I agree with you, it's ghosts for you. But you gotta remember, I've been around you the whole time.
Have you?
Scooby-Doo. You had a huge connection with Scooby-Doo before you ever saw Five Nights at Freddy's.
I did?
Yeah. We owned every single Scooby-Doo movie that's come out in the last 20 years.
We do?
No, we don't anymore.
Oh.
I got rid of those things as soon as I fucking could.
Why? Those are collector items.
Yeah, maybe for someone else.
Could have sold those for big bucks.
Spoiler alert, because Paul is still talking about FNAF right now.
Uh-huh.
Friend, for those of you who don't know, FNAF is Five Nights at Freddy's. Friend, Have any of you seen it yet?
No.
Okay.
I had no choice.
You're gonna know it as soon as you see it. Like if you ever do, friend. The bad guy is Matthew Lillard.
Yeah, he's Shaggy from.
Oh.
He's Shaggy from
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo. He also plays one of the original killers on Scream.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The knife he uses in this movie is the original knife from Scream.
Yep.
Ah.
The movie is a big throwback for him for the Scream movies.
Okay.
And he even does the same action. by
Well, they're
cleaning
still
the knife.
making Scream too, aren't they?
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're trying to make it the next fucking
Yeah.
Yeah.
Land Before Time
I
series.
never.
It's just like
I
Fast
watched,
and Furious.
I watched Scream 1 and 2, and that was it. It didn't do it for me.
Friend.
It was boring,
Yeah.
to be honest with
He
you.
kind of needs to die off.
Like, I agree.
Which one?
Scream.
Or Fast and the Furious?
Both. They both need to kind of die off and let them rest.
franchise,
Well, to be fair, Fast and the Furious, they tried to kill it.
Yeah.
They ran it into a fucking telephone pole. It didn't work.
No, it should have died. So honestly, it should have died off when they did the Paul Walker memorial tribute.
Right.
Yeah.
Fast and the Furious.
Yep.
That's when it should have quit.
They couldn't.
They're
But
making too much money.
studios-
No.
Huh.
Paul Walker wrote the next two movies.
Oh, well,
He's the writer on them.
that
Well, you know what? I'm glad they did at least one more, because I think it was the one after he had died was the one where they launched a Fiero into space. And
Oh my
I had a
God.
Fiero,
Yeah.
and I loved the whole concept, because there have been jokes for years that, well, what else can they do? Go into space? And of course, that's what they do. They put
did.
it in, and it's
Yeah.
a Fiero, and it's even better. It's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
But have you seen the new one?
No.
Because it's the first Fast and the Furious movie that is paranormal.
Huh?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Because they
Did
make...
Paul Walker come back?
they bring Jason Momoa in, and he acts so flamboyantly gay that even science couldn't explain his behavior.
Oh God. Drugs?
Friend, no.
No.
Apparently, that's who he actually is. He played himself.
Oh, okay.
Like, he's not gay, but he's very flamboyant as a person.
Right.
He's actually my favorite person right now because
I wouldn't.
during the filming of Aquaman 2, he took 3 days and ruined filming by walking around dressed as Johnny Depp to annoy Amber Heard.
Oh God. and real quick, Rick, they launched Hellraiser into space too, and look where that got it.
Well, yeah.
No offense, though, but it worked for Jason. What? It did. Jason X was hugely popular.
Yeah.
And still has a cult following.
Well, but the reason Jason X was hugely popular, it wasn't at the theaters. It was when it went to VHS and everything else. Because they'd gotten so dumb, it was like, well, it becomes a parody of itself. It's riff tracks. That's or MST3K. I mean, you're just watching it at that point. Just, oh, look. Oh, Jason's in space. Oh, well.
But you're
Jason's
also looking
in space.
for, again, the Easter eggs.
Yes.
Because it did have quite a few. It paid tribute to Predator. It paid tribute to Alien. They did them all.
Yeah.
Like, all of the other slasher films were in there at some point in some form.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think that's an awesome way to do it.
Yeah, I like the Jason movie where the Friday the 13th where he goes to Manhattan. It's totally implausible. I mean, somehow Camp Crystal Lake is attached to a body of water that gets them to New York City somehow.
Oh, that's easy to explain. That's a time warp. That's a wormhole.
Yeah.
It's gotta be. But it's just, I mean, one of the kids is like boxing. He's a boxer and he's fighting on the roof of this building and he's slugging Jason and just kicking his ass. And then Jason just sort of cracks his neck and his one punch completely decapitates him. So,
Yeah.
I mean, He's dealing with punk rockers, kids with the boom boxes on their shoulder going down the street, and they're like, "What are you looking at, man?" And he takes his mask off. Come on, it's just it's awesomely stupid and funny. You can't get better than that.
It's like Sharknado.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my God, you had to bring that one up.
Hey, it's an amazing franchise.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Sharknado is amazing.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm. For me, it's because of a memory. That was John got really sick when he was young, and me and him sat down at 2:00 in the morning, and we watched 3 Sharknado movies together. So yeah, like for me, it's just based off of memory. But
yeah, I like the movie.
So I didn't get into the ET factor until '94. And I would have been in my 20s then. And Bigfoot, not until 2014.
I'm trying to think. Like,
I didn't even realize I was into Bigfoot until I was somewhere between 8 and 11 years old. Okay. And my family went to Wenatchee, and I was followed. I went on a hike on my own. My great uncles were together. The 2 brothers, they were together for the first time in a long time. And because my uncle was in India at the time, my great uncle was in India at the time, and I don't remember what brought him back to the States, but he was back to the States, and we were all together. And the other brother said, "I found a rock quarry, and there's a forest up in there." And so the whole family went. I mean, the whole family. And they had, of course, me being a kid, I wanted to hike everywhere in the forest, and that's what I did. And I was followed. And I knew I was being watched and followed, but it wasn't by my family. And so that was my first realization that I was not alone, but I knew I was not being followed. It wasn't an animal, because I could feel them. And of course, that was when I started hearing tree knocks. I heard different sounds that didn't jive with the forest, and I don't know how to explain that. I have in the past, but right now it's not in my head at this second. But anyway, there were so many different sounds that I questioned, and then but I was comfortable. It wasn't kind of comfortable where I've heard other people go, "Oh, you were just you don't think, you just go." And I was like, yes and no. There was a difference with me when I was a kid, when it came to that stuff. It was a big, in fact, and I always knew when I was being watched. Always knew when I was being watched, and that was one of them. So it was somewhere between the age of, I knew I wasn't 11, so it had to have been between 8 and 10. Because by 11 years old, I was up in Mount Vernon. So, that was the first. And then my next that I consciously aware of was 19. So up at Mount, or just before Mount Baker.
Paula brought up Jack Frost. You know, Jack Frost is one you don't see a whole lot in movies, other than Guardians of the
Globe.
Huh?
Guardians of the Globe.
No, that's not it. Elements of the Guardians. Oh, God damn it! It's got a Russian Santa Claus. It's got it's a cartoon, but it's got Jack Frost in it. There's also a cartoon, I think, called Jack Frost.
Oh,
yes.
That's relatively new.
There's a movie called Jack Frost. That's a very good movie. It's about to lose.
Are you talking the one from the 90s, Cole?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That is one of my favorite Christmas movies.
Is it? Let's check that out.
Legend of the Guardians? Is that the one you're talking about?
That's it.
Rick, who's the guy in that one? Oh, Michael Keaton.
Who?
Yeah.
It's Michael Keaton.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, no. There are two Jack Frosts.
Oh, that's the one I'm talking about. Is Michael Keaton.
There was a horror movie version.
Oh no!
of Jack.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah. It was a serial killer that got electrocuted, and he was in a puddle of radioactive
Of course.
stuff.
Was he bit by a spider too?
Oh wait,
Well, but it turned him into a snowman, and he was able to get into people's houses. He can melt and then reconstitute, and yeah. So
he got bitten by a radioactive snowman.
Okay.
Something like that. Yes.
Frosty.
The Jack Frost that Paul is talking about is on MST3K, and it's like the Russians did a version of a bunch of folk tales, and
they're fun.
It's the wildest thing ever. It's just amazing.
I've got some books I haven't read yet that are all Russian folktale and Russian, basically Russian fairy tales and shit. And can't wait to read those because I love cultural stuff.
I think it's the wrong time of year for it.
Huh?
We rush too much at Christmas.
Yeah, I know. I'm not going to.
Right, Guardians. That's the name of the movie that both Eric and I are thinking of.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, what the hell did I just do? Hello.
Hi.
What's that look for?
I hit something and I didn't even know what the hell I did. I was like, how did I just move? My hand was that way. It was 4 inches above my oh my god.
So Thanksgiving is always what?
Yeah, that's
I'm listening to you.
Oh, you're playing with your cord. So Thanksgiving is always the beginning of the holiday crazy season. What is your favorite, I guess, holidays tradition that you're looking forward to? For me, it's putting up the tree and decorating.
I haven't
Yeah,
done
me
it
too.
for years. I miss it.
Which ain't going to happen until the 1st because we can't afford to buy a tree yet. But you're going to Canada, and I know you're looking forward to that.
Well, the tree's already up behind you.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's up.
It's
It's
not
just
lit
not
up.
on.
No.
It's not plugged in.
Okay.
This is going to be a weird year for you because you haven't actually been home for a few years. Are you looking forward to it?
I'm not looking forward to the hangover.
Okay. Fair enough.
Me and my brother buy each other 40-ounce ball of rye for Christmas.
Oh, God damn.
Give it to each other Christmas Eve night, drink it, and then wake up Christmas morning with everyone else. And it's really hard to do, and it's going to get even harder this year. Because I haven't done it in years now. But I came to a realization this weekend.
I already heard this.
I'm old as shit. Friend, this weekend I went to the bar. I went on a bar crawl.
First, explain where you were. You were in Bellevue.
No, we were in Bremerton.
Bremerton.
We were in Bremerton because my cousin, who is just turned 21, we were going out to celebrate his birthday, and then the little shit didn't show up. For him. Although I think he's the only smart one out of all of us. For him.
He knew what you were looking at.
We all got hotel rooms and everything and went and did a bar crawl. We went to the first bar, and it was an arcade bar. So they had all kinds of pinball machines and arcade machines, but they were playing really loud heavy metal music. They only had craft beers on tap. They didn't have any good booze, really. It was all fruity drinks other than the beer.
Well, that's the new favorite.
I hated the entire experience. I used to love going to the bar. It was one of my favorite things to do. Then we went to a board game bar. No music. Thousands of board games on the wall and huge tables that you could play at. And it was the quietest place on earth. There was 5 people in there when we walked in. And it was my favorite place by far. Then we went to a sports bar and they were doing karaoke. and my sister-in-law got hit on by a 21-year-old guy. And she's gay, so he was barking up the completely wrong tree. And her wife was outside, so she was like... The whole thing was stupid. Friend. Then me and Kayla got hit on by a 21-year-old girl.
Both of you.
It got to the point where she was rubbing my shoulders. And so I turned towards her, put out my hand and said, "You have a nice night, young lady." And walked away.
Oh, you gotta expound on that, because didn't she tell you you're doing a good job?
Yeah, I was just standing there and she was telling me I was doing a good job. I don't know what the hell that meant. And then we walked back to the hotel and Kayla has another girl trying to follow her home. Like the entire weekend was just insane. And I realized the entire weekend, the most fun we had was in the elevators and the lobby of the hotel. Because they had 2 elevators in the hotel, and it was Kayla, her 2 sisters, one of the sisters' wives, and my mother-in-law, and then a few of the other extended family. Friend. So, me, 2 of our sisters, and Kayla are in one elevator. My mother-in-law, the other sister, and her friend are in the other elevator. We both go up the 4 floors to our rooms, get out of the elevators, and we're all laughing and joking, and everything's cool. And we head to our rooms, and all of a sudden we all get a text in our group chat that says, "Okay, who farted in the elevator?" Both me and my mother-in-law at the same time text back, "Which one?" Because I had farted in the one, she had farted in the other.
Oh, Lord.
And she came to meet us at our room and she said, "I knew it was one of you just by the smell of it."
Oh my God.
So, like, it's pretty bad when you spend that much on a hotel and go to the bar and everything. Because, like, it was $50 almost at each bar for drinks.
For shitty drinks.
And the best, like, the most fun we had was in the freaking elevator. Like, I think I killed Nikki. I didn't even fart in your house. What are you doing?
Oh, don't mute. We love hearing your laugh.
Oh, God, yes.
Oh.
We do.
Oh, don't fall over either. We don't want to know.
We do. We do.
You know, no, they don't make the old day. Now, I understand, I don't go to bars. I think the last bar I went to was the Hub, and that was for karaoke, and I don't drink. I can't drink. But the days of the old bars that actually served you fucking drinks is gone.
Yeah, it's my generation's time.
Actually,
No.
so
Your
about
generation
4
sucks.
doors down from the sports bar, we did find a bar that I would have liked to go into.
Okay.
And it's because it was a little podunk bar.
Those are the ones you want to stick with.
And when I was sitting outside smoking, every 5 minutes, so every time I would have went and got a beer, a new fight broke out. It was a beautiful thing. Like, I would have been right there.
Right.
Because that I will still do.
Getting fights?
Well, yeah.
That's the whole reason we went.
Friend.
Yeah, but today if you get in a fight, someone's going to pull a fucking gun out.
And these are all Navy guys.
They still got guns.
Yeah, but they're not going to pull them out. They're too scared of risking their jobs because they have pretty sweet jobs there.
Bremerton, they got the nuclear sub, and they got fucking intelligence.
Yeah, the Utah was in.
I know it's in Bremerton.
Friend.
But so the bars are gonna cater to their audience, and if the audience is drinking their tutti frutti bullshit.
So due to COVID, after about midnight, there's nothing open for food wise in the Bremerton area. Friend, and I didn't realize that until after midnight.
I miss going to Walmart at 3 in the morning because nobody's fucking there.
Well, so
You know?
That's a good idea.
one of her cousins, Mallory, her boyfriend works at the shipyard.
Mm-hmm.
And so I asked him at about 2 o'clock in the morning, what ships are in port right now? And he told me, well, there's 2 that are being decommissioned in the one bay. There's 2 that are already stripped and almost finished being decommissioned in another bay. And then the Utah's in the 5th bay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, the Utah? And it's fully functional?
Mm-hmm.
He said, absolutely. I said,
Can we take it
can
for
we
a
go
ride?
in there? And he's like, no, I'd lose my job. And
Yeah.
I said, how hungry are you, though? Because I can cook. And friggin', I'm pretty sure they have everything we need on that fucking boat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, I called it a boat.
Oh no, that's the best thing you can. That's the funniest shit. Just to tell a Navy a sailor that, yeah, that's a nice boat. It's a vessel. No, it's a fucking boat. It's a vessel.
That is
Yeah.
a boat, though.
Okay.
Do that
Explain.
at the coast.
Because, okay,
Holy crap.
it's a
God, they'll give
nuclear
you-
sub. Right?
Oh, God.
It's as funny as watching a Marine's face turn red when you say, "Is that your gun?" No, it's a weapon. It's a gun. It's a weapon. It's a yeah. Okay, fuck off.
It's a nuclear sub.
Right.
Okay, it's nuclear.
Uh huh.
Paula.
Vessels go across the sea.
Uh huh.
Boats go boom.
That's true.
Friend, it's nuclear. It
But
go
they're
big
still
boom.
fucking. To me, they're still fucking boats. I don't give a goddamn what they say.
Friend,
Army's got boats.
is it?
Yeah.
Go row it, bitch. If you can row it, it's a boat.
Yeah.
If you can't row it, fuck you, it ain't a boat.
Oh, it is too.
Friend,
You know, so
an
I went on the-
S-4 cruise?
yeah, I don't got that kind of money now. Now, when if the 3M lawsuit gives me like $1 million, we might talk about an S4 cruise.
We will not.
That would.
Why not? I will hire the
Your
Zodiac.
wife will fucking kill you.
Huh?
Your wife would fucking kill you.
Maybe.
Do you know how much that would cost?
I will hire the Zodiac, which is one of the original schooners.
That is even more expensive. That doesn't cut down on cost. That increases it.
Then you can go look
No,
for the
actually-
underwater base.
Here's the thing, the Zodiac. I've been on the Zodiac for free. They do special deals for veterans, especially wounded warriors. So we could probably get it at a discount. And it is one of the original. We took it in Lake
I
Washington.
can probably convince your wife for you.
Okay.
Because if I tell her if we take it out to international waters, she can kill you and not get in trouble. I don't think she'll have a problem with this.
Yeah.
Fred.
We'll get the Zodiac.
Yeah.
No, but because of that whole experience this weekend, I haven't done a lot of my old traditions in 4 or 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I would like them anymore.
That's how I.
So, friend, I'm.
You're at the phase in your life where getting drunk just doesn't do shit for you anymore,
Oh no, it still does.
does it?
But with the right people and with the right circumstances. At a bar is not the right circumstance because
No.
that's the thing. If I fight, I'm sober.
Mm-hmm.
I
And if you're in an unknown bar or unfamiliar bar, you're going to be on situational awareness overload.
well, see that like my brother Kenny,
Mm-hmm.
when he fought, when we went to the bar together, he had to be drunk, so it didn't hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't feel a thing.
God.
I have to be sober, so it hurts more. I need every ounce of pain so that I can hit harder,
Got it.
friend.
So Cole, are you in? Are you? I have questions, but now I'm like, I don't know if I want to know this, but I don't know if I want to know this.
Oh, you want to know? You wanted to know?
do, but I
Oh,
don't.
weird.
I really
Can I ask a question about your question? Will it make John uncomfortable?
Yes.
Then yes, definitely ask it. Absolutely.
Are you and
A what?
Are you and Kayla into pain?
No. I can actually be serious about that one. When it comes to anything like that, not in the least. Like there is no part of that makes me. It actually upsets me more than anything, and can actually, if I even hurt her by accident,
Yeah.
it ruins everything. I'm done. I can't do anything, Frank, because that bothers me so much.
I know many people like that, and I know many people who are very into tying their significant partner up and having toy fun and all kinds of stuff. So yeah,
Nikki, what you do in your own bedroom is your business.
my thing, but I know people who are, and I kind of understand it.
Says the lady with the whips. You know,
she whips the ocean. What the fuck you expect?
I don't. Fucking crap, baby. Furniture. If I get upset.
You whip your what? I just zoned out for a second. You whip your furniture?
I love how this is the one time that your mic is cutting out.
Oh.
Furniture, John. Furniture.
You're still saying furniture.
Yeah, she whips the furniture.
That's weird. That's still pretty. Why?
Okay.
She has human
John?
furniture, John.
Living statues.
Just don't say it's
like.
Just don't say it's like dark.
Yeah.
Think of it this way. It is better to get out. If I have anger, like really anger that has built up, which doesn't happen very often, but if it does, it is more positive and more constructive to take a whip out on a bed or out on a recliner or a couch. Couldn't think of what it was. Than it is to take out the anger and the verbal nastiness on anybody else around you. And so that's what I have chosen, and that's what I've used. Excuse me, counseling. That's what I've learned in my counseling when I was going through counseling for all the upset that I was going through because of abuse issues that I went through as a child. So what I learned was that when I was at the ocean, I would take kelp whips. With they've got the balls on the end of it. You got a whip. You can use it as a whip. And when I would swim in the ocean and I'd come back on shore, you'd find these. I'd find these long stretches of hard, rubbery type of kelp. And I ended up picking one up, and I'm like, God, this actually holds up. I wonder if I could. And I started using it on the ocean. When I mentioned that to my counselor when I got back from that trip, he was like, that's a great idea. Why don't you find a whip that get really upset? Excuse me. So it took me a lot of years, but I finally found one that's short. It's not a bull whip or anything like that, but it's short so that it's not going to hit my ceiling, but it's strong enough to get my anger out and use it on furniture. And it works. Because if I get into a state, which doesn't happen hardly at all anymore, but when I have gotten really upset at the ETs, I will get my whip out, and it's all rubberized, so it's not gonna dissolve in, like if it's leather or something like that. You can't use that on the ocean because of the salt water. The salt water will literally dissolve leather over time. And so, yeah, that's what I do, and it works really, really well. It's better than going in, because see, we were trying to figure out something that I could do constructively and in a positive fashion, and this is what worked. It got my anger out in a constructive way during the time when I was counseling, and then when I started making realizations about what the ETs were really doing to me. Excuse me, a number of years ago, I found a whip, and I went, "This is what I need." And so, back then, a number of years ago, I would use that. I'd have it hanging on a hook in my bedroom on the wall, and yeah, I just put in a bullwhip in the chat. Anyway, but I don't have a bull, although I do love bullwhips because I love the cracking sound. But this is a constructive, positive thing for dealing with anger, like rage type of anger, because you have a situation where you have no control, and you're being abducted by ETs, and you're getting pissed off, and you can't yell and scream because there's no point in it, and you have to have some kind of physical release, and the physical release for me was taking that whip and beating the ever-loving crap out of my mattress or on my bed or on my couch. So, because there's 2x4s in the arm of my couch, and the couch could handle, fabric could handle. So that's what I chose, and ever since I've mentioned it, I get a lot of shit for it, which is fine because I don't mind. It's funny, but I don't mind that. But in educating you, it's a big deal. When it comes to anger, you've got to find a constructive, positive way to deal with anger. I mean, it's okay to let anger out, and it's truly destructive, and you're destroying the lives of people around you, including yourself, because of somebody's anger or your own anger. That's not conducive to healthy boundaries. That's not conducive to anything. So, yeah, that's what that has to do with.
Okay, but I got a question for you.
Here.
Have you ever walked into a bar and thrown a 200-pound man out a fucking window?
No, but I used to throw darts in a really wicked way.
Because
you don't ever picking up a pool ball or a dart.
But this, Nikki, it's constructive because you're creating jobs because someone has to replace that window. So you're creating work for someone. Friend, it shows your boundaries because he was in your personal bubble. He is no longer in your personal fucking bubble. Friend, like, it's positive because he was a negative. He is no longer a fucking negative. Friend.
Yeah, I get that.
I should be a therapist.
Playing darts because I start throwing darts. I suck at darts. I'm really good at pool, but I suck at darts. And it's like anytime I throw my dart, it ends up anywhere about 4 to 5 feet out.
I know that feeling.
I can shoot a gun. I can shoot most weapons and be on frickin' target, literally in the bullseye. Figure that shit out.
Friend, so I played in a dart league for a while.
Oh, I can do baseballs really good, but I can't throw a dart for shit.
And we used to have this thing that, so in order for me to throw a dart really well, I have to be on 1 pitcher of beer. Well, after 1 pitcher, I'm great at darts.
Right.
Friend, before that and after that, I'm shit. Friend.
Okay, so that makes you think too much. That's what that means.
Yes.
You chew in your head. Yeah.
Friend. So we had this thing, though, where I would...
Oh my God, Eric!
I knew at what point I was getting better because I had a friend there, his name was Dave, and when he went up to grab his dart, I'd be sitting at the table, and I'd be pouring the last out of the beer, and I'd check by throwing the dart at the back of his knee. If I got him directly in the fucking knee, that means I was ready to play.
You won?
Friend. No, I was ready to play.
To me, you won.
Friend, the thing is, he had an accident when he was younger. He couldn't feel anything in the leg, so he never knew I threw a dart at him till later. Each time. He had absolutely no feeling in that leg.
It reminds me of golf when I was hitting the golf ball with the fucking curl and the press. Yeah.
Right.
They didn't like that too well.
Well, it was always entertaining because Dave would walk up to a girl and he'd be like, start talking to her, trying to talk her up, right? Mm-hmm. Friend. And she just kind of looks down at his leg and she's like, you know you have a dart in your leg, right? He looks down, he's like, oh. And then kind of just walks away because, what do you say to that? So, I was getting to know them when I was ready to play darts, and I was also clock blocking my friend. It was kind of awesome all at the same time.
Oh, God.
Oh my God, that's funny. It is, but it's not.
Yeah. Friend.
No, it's fucking hilarious.
He says that now, but he hasn't went and played darts with me yet.
Oh, I haven't played darts in years.
We should go.
You gonna hit me in the fucking knee?
So anyway.
Oh, God.
Friend.
I remember one time playing down in Tacoma. I beat this guy. And he says, I'm second in the whole state of Washington for fucking darts, and you just beat me drunk. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. No, I used to play 301 or 501, and yeah, I ain't played in years.
Yeah, I was never good when I did play, and
I ought to be drunk.
Yeah, I was pretty good. That like Cole's thing, where I was pretty good after the first pitcher. So it'd be like 2 beers. I would get pretty good, and then it would be descend after that. So you'd be in that range, or the next 2 beers would be great, and then after that, so yeah, it would all go back to shit again. Same thing with pool. Same thing with bowling. So,
and Nikki, darts don't put eyes out. Red Ryder BB guns do.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm actually pretty good at darts. I think so. If I say.
Red buttons.
Yep, Red Ryder BB guns. Remember, you'll shoot your eye out.
Set first before you can say that.
I have.
No.
I played with the 3.
Yeah, but you're playing with 2-ounce darts, John.
Oh. Damn.
An actual dart is 8 ounces.
So I actually hope to create a Yule log this year. I have to get the dimensions and all that and drill the candle holes and shit. And
I do that about 3 hours after Christmas dinner.
no, it's too late then. It's
not.
It's got to be made for Yule.
I make it for everybody.
Okay.
Not just you. Friend. He totally didn't get that, I don't think.
I'm trying to think of the different things that I'm looking forward to this year for the holidays, and just being able to spend time with my family. I mean, our traditions is kind of gone out the window after moving into an apartment. So things are different because we don't have a Christmas tree. So I've done boughs wrapped with lights. One of the reasons why I've got Christmas lights up 24/7, whether they're turned on or not is a different story. But so that brings in light and laughter to me. So I work on creating joy year round. I haven't had any of my real up that would literally cover my entire. It's so big that it's too big to even put on above my my mantle on the wall above my fireplace. It's really big. A former friend actually made it for me years and years ago, and I took nearly a year to make, and I don't get to put that up. One thing that I do look for is one of the things
that's a pretty shitty candle.
That I enjoy putting up is something that my grandmother made for my mom's first wedding, Dad, and it's a wreath that is nothing but it's a combination of pine cones and nuts that are still in the shells. She took all the nuts, she drilled holes in them, hand drilled holes in them, wired everything up, and this thing is, and it's heavy. I mean, it's like made in the 60s. I mean, this is, or 61, I think is when, and so this thing is, it's almost 30 inches, somewhere between 24 and 30 inches in diameter. And it's really heavy. Got it. So those are the things that I keep around to create happiness and joy. Oh my.
Okay, Nikki, my daughter lives in about a 42 square foot room. She has two fucking Christmas trees.
No.
Don't they call
we can help you.
Don't they call that a forest?
Literally do not right now. I'm in the process of downsizing, and I'm literally in the process of packing.
Again?
So, redoing everything because there's going to be a major event in my life this coming spring. Major frickin' event. So everything has got to go, and this year I literally cannot not only not afford one, but I literally do not have the room for one. So yeah, I've got certain areas that are clean and certain areas that have boxes and stuff on them, and I'm going through boxes and I'm starting to pack different things because it's going to take me quite a while before all this stuff starts happening. So, and then I don't know what's going to happen with my mom. So that's been a subject. So yeah, holiday traditions this year kind of out the window. Next year, supposedly, I'm supposed to be visiting friends and family on the East Coast. But I kind of wonder if that's going to take place here. So traditions, things that will, holiday lights, going and traveling around different neighborhoods. That's something that creates happiness and joy for me, is to see how everybody else decorates their outside their houses and that kind of stuff. If there are certain areas in Seattle that still do it that I dearly love, like Olympic Manor used to. I don't know if they're still doing it. Candy Cane Lane and others in Seattle.
Have you have you been to the zoo lights yet?
No.
So you got
I had Warm Beach, but I haven't done that in a number of years. Tickets for that are like $15 or $18 now. But there's Warm Beach that has the Christmas lights.
Mm-hmm.
I've done that a couple of years in a row. I haven't done it in a very, very long time. what I would love to see are the Seattle the zoo lights, and the other one I eventually want to see are the Tacoma. Are you walking through all the lights? I can't think of what it's called down there, but there's a place in Tacoma that's got one that's got a set like that as well. Huge area. So yeah, I enjoy things like that, and I'm learning to create my own traditions in little ways. Things that can, other that making certain things for certain people, or if that's making certain foods for different parts of the family, if that makes sense. So those are some of the traditions I'm trying to bring back. I would love to be able to have the physical body to actually make my grandmother's German sour cream twist, because my mother used to make those for years when I was growing up, and that is a honest to God labor of love. It is a huge undertaking. And it's only done in the wintertime, because if you go to make it in the summer, in the late spring, you have to have an environment where your house is down to a certain level with pastry, and those pastry get cut into cookies and twisted a specific way. And so it's kind of like a puff pastry, but it's not a puff. That layer and layer of butter and sugar, and oh my God, they're divine. And I finally, and speaking of which, Paula is talking about fruitcake. I came up with a recipe that is not your normal.
John's a fruitcake.
Wow.
Fruitcake. I love this. I haven't been able to find that recipe for years, and boy, had it pissed me off, because it was something that I made it with mincemeat. You don't even taste the mincemeat. Mincemeat makes it moist, and you don't use regular dried candy crap. You use regular dried fruit that organic, and but you're not using it to where the whole damn thing makes you want to gag. So, and I can't find that recipe anymore. I redesigned somebody else's recipe, and I would like that, because it reminds me kind of like a banana nut bread with a little bit of dried fruit in it, is what it reminds me of. But it reminds me of it's a bread that reminds me actually of Christmas, because I grew up where my family used to make the original kind of 1940s fruitcake, where they were wrapping it in brandy every
1940s. Oh my God, that would be that'd break the rest of my teeth off if I fucking tried eating that now.
He used to make it for my great uncle, who was living in India at the time, and at the time they would send him packages in the summer. So they'd start making this almost a year ahead of time, and by the time that fruitcake got to him, it was so saturated in brandy that it freaked. It made the entire box smell of brandy. And so his Christmas, he stole outside in the box that were sent to him. But the fruit was the only thing that the thieves refused to take. And it was the one thing my great uncle treasured the most. It's something that I treasure whenever of fruitcake and brandy, but I never liked their fruitcake. So I found a way to find my own, but find the damn recipe, and I don't know what. So, yeah. So my tradition, food related right now.
Well, I want to start a new tradition with the kids that I did with my grandma, that they never got to meet their great grandma. But every year when I was a kid, I went to Grandma's house and we actually sat and made chocolate covered macadamia nuts. Like took the nuts, dipped it in chocolate, and let it sit. I want to start that with my kids. Just they never got to meet their grandma, and that was always a fun thing for me. And I want to explain what the tradition was, and start that.
Go for it.
So I want to try that. Again, I want to make a Yule log because I've never made one, believe it or not, which it's part of our tradition. It's supposed to be. And I want to make a wreath because you kind of sparked that, Nikki, with your mention of you don't find real. If you do find a real wreath, it's like $100 because no, well, if it's actually made with, you go to craft fairs, they charge like $40, $50, $100.
You missed out, dude.
Yeah.
Huh?
Okay, Eric, if you use fresh boughs, dip it. Do your research because the boughs need to be dipped, otherwise the mold releases when you put it inside a house. So, FYI,
I've got everything I need in my backyard.
CYSA started selling them in October.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they're done now. Like they've already been, but
like
they sell fresh ones.
Like $30, probably.
So do Kevin's kids.
Huh?
Kevin's kids. Every year.
Okay. If you put it on an outside wall, somewhere on the outside of your property, it'll be fine.
It would be the outside of the front door. So it'd be fine. Yeah. But I've got a holly tree for berries. I've got, all kinds of boughs and shit.
That's what I do. I used to get the boughs from somebody else, and when I lived in Seattle, I had holly all over all over my yard. I literally, my front yard was surrounded by the front row with a combination of box shrubs and holly bushes. Mm-hmm. And so every Christmas I would make up I would get the fresh house from somebody else and use off of my, and we had laurel. So I had laurel bushes, and so I would use laurel and holly.
I'm using cedar boughs. I got plenty of cedar boughs.
Beautiful, beautiful way to create greenery. But if anybody else is listening to this, if you bring it inside, you need to get like a 5-gallon bucket of, and I can't remember what the fluid is, but you dip them in, because otherwise if you bring it inside, you're going to have mold spores from on the wood. It'll open up the mold spores, and you'll have, if you're allergic, you'll have all kinds of problems. So there are ways to dip that and then dry it, and then it'll still smell fresh pine boughs or cedar boughs or whatever you use. But that way you don't have an allergic reaction.
Right.
That's my point.
So Go ahead. I do have one tradition that I actually am excited for, and I'm excited for this every year. But I only got added to it 2 years ago.
Is that the picture thing?
Yes. Do you guys remember Christmas Vacation with Clark Griswold?
Yep.
So, you guys remember the cups?
You ring up the lights. Oh, yeah.
So, you can buy those cups now at Kohl's or at Bed Bath & Beyond. Huh?
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, and you can even get them on Amazon. Last year we added our sisters to it and gave them each one. So the deal is, on December 1st, one of the admins of our Facebook group that we call Moose on a Shelf will take a picture of their moose cup and post it to Facebook. Everyone that's in the group is supposed to, that throughout the day, take a picture of their own moose cup and try and recreate the picture as best as you can. That the first picture of the day.
Oh, I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna do a handstand, aren't you, and drink upside down?
No, so
No?
I'll show you the one for last year for one of the days. Someone had posted a picture of their moose cup with a Christmas ornament that was a Christmas pig on top of it. We didn't have a Christmas pig, so I put our cat on top of it and put a Christmas hat on him. That's all I got.
I love that picture, actually. It looks like he's actually holding the fucking cup. Yeah, he's going to take a big drink.
So every day we do this. Whoever, the first day is the admin on the 1st. But after that, till the 25th, whoever is the first to wake up gets to post the first picture. The thing is, there are 2 of us on the West Coast. Me and Keelan. But I know Keelan doesn't wake up till about 7 o'clock.
Ooh.
Making me the first person awake every morning now. So I will get to create the first picture and choose how it's made. The thing is, the drink is supposed to be alcoholic, so that could be a little rough because I have to drive right after. But they never said I had to drink it. I just have to fill it with alcohol. Huh?
What day are you leaving?
The 22nd.
Okay.
So, but it is one of our favorite things to do. And there's about 60 people in the group now, so you get to see 60 different sets of pictures of people trying to recreate this photo. So you get to see all their houses and how they're decorated and all their different things that they do. Family photos with the mooses, and it's very cool.
And that driving picture, Nikki, looks like up here.
It is. There's your house. No.
Huh? It looks like a river, because it actually looks like Sock Mountain.
What I was thinking. That's why I posted it.
But it's not. We don't get that much snow.
We have the last couple of years, but that's like Sock Mountain towards the end of the video.
And I can actually tell you that's not.
No?
No, the road's plowed.
Oh, yeah, you're right. We don't get plowed. I want to get this, I've been looking for it for fucking years, but that lit up wreaths that people put in the front of their cars.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't find them.
Friend.
That seems odd.
Even on Amazon.
Yeah, every year I see those.
I know.
All over the place.
And I'm sorry, I'm not going to chase somebody down to ask them where they got their wreath, because, well, in this day and age, you don't chase somebody down, because they might fucking think you're trying to...
Well, then obviously you don't want it that bad.
No, I'll wait, and I'll find it. If it's meant to be, I'll find it.
Eric, you know what you do? And you'd have to find some way
I just steal it off someone's car at Walmart.
Well, there's that, or you could just buy the wreath, buy some of those
Dollar Tree.
Yeah, the tea lights or whatever, not tea lights.
Dollar Tree.
The fairy lights that have the little battery thing. You get like 10 of them or 15 of them. It has a little battery pack in them, and you just do that.
Yeah, no, that's what they are. They sell them at Dollar Tree now.
Oh, okay.
It's just a little plastic wreath, friend, with a battery pack lit up lights. I get the Rudolph one. It comes with a nose and 2 antlers.
What Dollar Tree are you going to? I can't find anything at Dollar Tree other than glasses. I never see anything interesting at Dollar Tree. I see all these channels on YouTube. We went to Dollar Tree and we got this and this, and they get all these elaborate. They make these ginormous, like Christmas trees that are like faux things. I can never find that stuff ever.
Well, Rick, you need the card that gets you into the cool kid area. Friend, you probably have to pay $1.25 too, don't you?
Oh, that's in the back of the room.
I do.
Yeah.
Oh, hell.
That's only for cool kids. That's only, and you can't be from Texas. It says right in the fine print, no Texans allowed.
Yeah.
So we have like 15 minutes left. What do you all want for Christmas? Think of one thing you want for Christmas. For me, I want to get an ashtray that's got a Bigfoot being abducted by aliens. That's what I want for Christmas.
Okay.
What do you want?
I want a trailer hitch for my truck.
Oh, that's easy. I probably have one.
No, like the actual hitch setup to weld onto the vehicle.
I still probably have one.
Probably not for the Pacifica.
Probably not. But I still got one.
Friend, that would be my wish. But other than that, just that everyone else has a great Christmas and no one's alone.
Now, I understand we still have 3 shows to go before Cole leaves for Canada, and we're going to take hiatus for a couple weeks and then come back and talk about New Year's.
Paul, I don't need any books. I have all the Playboys. Don't worry.
No, actually, Cole wants the Kama Sutra.
Right. I don't need that. They feature all that in the Dolly Parton 1972 version. Friend.
I want to live to her 86th birthday. That's what I want.
I wish that for you too.
Yep, absolutely. Rick?
Well, I was typing it, but just this year, I just kind of wish we could get us like an RV so that I could get Paula out of here. You guys know the stuff behind the scenes, so I would prefer us to be somewhere. Still in the greater Skagit Valley here, but just not at this particular location. But I'm working on that, so yay!
Perfect.
Good.
Friend.
And John went AWOL, so we don't hear his answer.
Wait, he doesn't have school. What's he doing?
Right now?
Yeah.
S-4 Paranormal Radio. Friend. Rick, keep up. Jesus Christ. I know you're old, but you're not that old.
Where did he go?
Friend, he was putting his cat away.
Hey, Knucklehead, what do you want for Christmas? One thing you want for Christmas.
That.
Awesome, Paul.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He wants snow.
Want help?
A bench press? A bench press?
You want a bench press?
Yeah, that would be cool. But I might just make one.
That would be
Like
fantastic.
the Barbie one, so you can actually lift it.
Wow, Dad.
So you can break your brother's foot.
Probably.
Friend.
That would be cool.
I told you,
Snow is
I know.
Small. Yeah, like it cost. It's not about the cost. It's about the size. We're going to Canada in a very small vehicle.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't take it to Canada with you.
The keys to a Tesla. Those are small.
Deal.
Actually, no.
I can get just the keys. That's pretty freaking easy.
I don't agree with this. Actually, I made a mistake. But I don't really know.
Friend,
Oh my god.
toss you a set of keys. Be like, go find it. I dare you.
Some guy's keys and like, I don't know. But I don't know.
Hey, when are we taking our break? I need to write this down.
Oh, the 20th will be the last show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Friend.
So, no, we still got plenty of time of doing Christmas shows.
Yeah. We got all the time to talk.
Yeah. What are we talking about next week?
So next week,
Let me
December
look at a
Christmas.
calendar quick.
2nd.
Okay.
Because I gotta see
Why Dasher is an asshole?
Ooh, flying reindeer.
Yeah.
Dasher doesn't
There you
exist.
go.
Donner does.
No, he's out the door with Donner. He's like, fuck this shit, I'm out. Don't even get to keep my real name.
Yeah. But Donner.
Do we want to talk UFOs or cryptids? Trying to bounce around here. Holiday
St.
related.
Nicholas Day is on a Wednesday.
Is Santa Claus an alien? Tune in to Ancient Aliens to find out.
Fuck you.
Fuck yeah. Fuck ancient aliens.
Right, I hate that show.
They're not that bad.
Did Santa Claus visit the Night Templars?
Ancient Aliens is kind of like instant coffee.
Yeah, everything is an alien.
They're not that bad.
Fuck you.
It's watered down fucking alien shit.
I know what John's getting for Christmas. Nothing.
Instant coffee.
Friend. He's getting a lump of coal.
Dang.
Does Bigfoot celebrate Christmas?
I don't think so.
Or the winter solstice? Or winter?
You know what? I think he just, like, chills out. Like, it's just a normal day.
Well, what I find interesting is some Bigfoot families migrate and other ones stay here and play in the snow, basically.
Yeah, but I think he wouldn't because it's the whole Christmas thing is a human tradition. I feel like he would have his own from when his race was the superior ones on the planet.
So you're saying he has Life Day?
He has something.
John, you know what that is? John,
Yeah.
You don't know what Life Day is, do you?
Not at all.
That's what the Wookiees celebrate for their Christmas holiday special. Or
Yeah,
that-
he would have
Star
something
Wars.
like that.
Yes.
Christmas is not a human holiday.
Yeah, it is.
It was started by the elves.
What elves?
The Christmas elves, you jackass.
Just,
Jesus
come
Christ.
on, you really?
No. It was not started by the elves.
Yeah, it was.
When?
Christmas as
Friend, you remember that movie with Burgermeister?
Nation for this. Did elves start Christmas?
His name's not Burgermeister.
Whatever the fuck his name was. Wintermeister? No, not the Wintermeister. Yeah, no, the Burgermeister.
No.
No. It's
Who's
not
the mayor? Isn't the mayor the Burgermeister?
Yes, he is.
Okay,
Yes.
so in that movie, the family of
Burgermeister.
elves started Christmas
Oh.
Better start watching
You know-
because they hired the little white slave guy.
But you know what? You know, honestly, my favorite Christmas cartoon is always going to be Peanuts Christmas. Charlie Brown's Christmas.
Well, of course.
but I love it.
You had the Linus speech. You had the Vince Guaraldi trio doing the music.
Yeah, I love the
That would
music.
be Rudolph.
Christmas Time is Here is my Christmas song.
Yep.
It's-
You know
it's-
what's cool? And I think I've said this on the show
my
before.
favorite
I'm not sure, but Burl Ives actually retired in Anacortes and died 5-10 years ago in Anacortes.
Yeah. Well, didn't he do the Bluest Eyes I've ever seen is in Seattle? Didn't he do that originally? I think. But anyway, yeah. But yeah, Linus's speech when everybody shits on Charlie Brown, and I was picked on, and
Rick,
it was, yeah,
Rick, me and you watched
But
a
it was
very
a-
different Charlie Brown movie because, friend, I don't know where you got yours, but no one shit on that show.
That
No,
was
I'm talking
South Park.
about- Well, everybody in the show crap. Yeah, but
That was
still
South
sad.
Park.
I know. But
No.
yeah, everybody piling on Charlie Brown and bullying him.
That was
here
Beavis
comes-
and Butthead. Yep.
And then everybody comes out and his tree falls apart, and he's like, "Damn!" And he just head shrugged and walks away. And everybody shows up and they put the tree back up for him. And how do you go wrong with that? That is the perfect holiday. Christmas, anything. It's. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I think.
Favorite movie would still be Jack Frost. Favorite song would probably have to be Blue Christmas.
Okay.
Mm,
But
yeah.
only by Elvis.
Yep.
Twice.
Most hated There's still
Grandma,
Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey, I really fucking hate that song she does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you heard Grandma got run over by a reindeer?
Oh yeah. That's an old
I sing it
classic.
to June every year.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're telling me all I want for Christmas from Mariah Carey is worse than that?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
You know what we found?
Right.
You know what's cool is Roku. The Roku channel actually has now a live Christmas channel. So it's live TV and they play Christmas 24/7.
Dope.
Which I thought was cool as hell. We don't look at the Roku channel.
I'm at 3.
Huh?
Or 23. I have watched 23 Hallmark movies
Already? When did you start?
since Veterans Day.
Okay. God damn.
Friend.
I am so looking forward to watching the Hallmark movies. Oh my God, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I love them.
those movies.
Friend. Alright, what is everyone thankful for this year?
That it has been a non-overly dramatic year. We're still here.
Oh, that it hasn't been.
Yeah.
Okay.
We haven't had any major, okay, we always have shootings and shit, but we have not had a major, overly major event. Now, I will knock on wood because, well, the year's not over and we do have high terrorist alerts on New York right now. But I will knock on wood and say it has been a fairly uneventful 2023.
Nikki?
Been thinking.
Father?
I'm thankful that I do not have another back injury, and I'm thankful that I'm as well as I'm going to be right now. I'm thankful my mom is still around, and my son is around and doing okay. Grand scheme of things, and that everyone is, in the grand scheme of things, doing okay. I've had years to where very, 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 very bad. So this year, all in all, things are better. Things are better. They're
And gas
rough
prices
stuff.
are actually down.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thankful for.
John?
And I'm thankful.
Oh, go ahead,
All
Nikki.
right.
No, keep going.
No, I was just gonna say I'm thankful for the people in my life. I've had really good friends that have stuck by me through thick and thin, and there's been a lot of crap going on, and they've really come through, and that means a great deal to me.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, John.
Oh. I'm thankful that I got to start driver's ed a little bit earlier, and that I'm almost done with it. Because those classes, it's just very boring, but a lot of information all at once.
I know, right? Who needs a break? Like,
Yeah, no
what
shit.
the hell?
Who needs a steering wheel?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I don't know, not kill people on the roadways.
Like,
Eh.
the last class was just me sitting there learning, do not drink and drive. Just very long.
Yes. You
Yeah, and I'm thankful that this year hasn't been that honored. Not a lot of bad things have happened. Like a new strand. Hopefully.
Yeah.
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 All right, Rick?
I am thankful that I have a roof over my head, that I am loved by a wonderful woman that's sitting right next to me right now, and that I have, having moved up here to from where I've been, and not having friends for basically my entire life in Washington State. And in the last year, I have gotten the most wonderful friends I could have ever asked for. All of you guys.
Way better than those assholes in Texas.
Right?
Right.
We
I
don't,
didn't say that either. but all of you locally, and
you know what I want to hear?
everybody involved.
I want to hear "Fuck Texas" coming out of Rick's mouth.
What? No,
That's a Christmas wish, I think.
Yeah.
but you will never hear me say "fuck Washington" either. So
We just did.
Yeah, we just heard it.
We just heard it. We can.
No.
Now you gotta say the other one.
Yep.
I love all of you, and I'm grateful for all of you, thankful for all of you, and thankful for all that you've done for us. So, yes, thank you.
Now, Father.
All right. Honestly, this year I'm thankful to be alive.
Mm-hmm.
Friend, after the year I have had and everything that has gone wrong, I'm thankful for everyone that, friend, came together to help me. Friend, including family, friends, doctors, nurses, friend, everyone. Friend, that guy on the street that gave me his wallet when I told him to. Friend, I am so thankful for all of you. You can't even imagine how much. I'm 39 years old.
You are?
Yeah. I know, that's fucking stupid, right? I should be
Damn
60 with all the shit that's happened.
Yeah, I thought you were a little bit older.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh.
I'm also thankful I still have like a very nice leather belt that I'm going to be using later.
Wow.
See you next week.
See you next week for the first show. No, it's the last show. Huh? We're not there yet. I'm just finishing it up. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you for listening. It's been a great night, friend. To all of you in America, have a happy Thanksgiving, friend.
Eat well.
Have an enjoyable time with your families.
Yep.
Please be careful out on the roads. I know we're in Washington. We have no snow, but the rest of the country, well, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Friend.
Well, we have Highway 20. Stay off of it if you can avoid it.
Yeah, exactly. Friend, we may not have snow, but we got drunks.
Yeah.
Friend.
It's probably Texas has a little bit of snow.
Friend. So, with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. We will be back next week with we don't know what the fuck we're doing yet, so, friend, we will let you know. Friend.
That we are still alive a week later.
Yeah. All right, everybody, say good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Data transfer complete. System malfunction. Please evacuate immediately. Program terminated.
Son of a biscuit eater.